MattyG, and we're back with another ship tour. This one is the CS Duchess. We've got rid of the SS prefix because this is just not an all-rounder starship. This is a cargo ship. This is all built out of HopeTec, HopeTec parts, and technically it is purchased from HopeTec, or at least that's the idea. This is a blank canvas ship, so let's go and have a look at her, shall we? We've gone with a green themed, which actually looks quite good on this. How do I put this pun in? It looks good on this Hulk. Weapons are very minimal. We've got some ballistics. I think we've got about 4 of those. And then we've got, I think, is it a solitary laser? It may be a solitary. It might be 1 or 2 lasers in total. So lots of little buildy parts had to be put in here to make this look as good as it does. These are all HopeTec parts as well being used. You can see we've got like sort of like the girders here, which kind of fluctuate in well into the fuel tanks. I think I've just literally fallen through there. So they fluctuate right into the fuel tanks as if they are sucking up fuel through those pipeways, which I thought looks pretty good. We've got our antenna radio. Oh, I can't even climb up here now. Right, here we go. We've got our antenna, or our dish, for communications. On the opposite side, where we've got the dish, we have our transmitter beacon. Oh, it was quite nice to try and incorporate all those parts. We have a radiator, or in this case, we're using this as a generator. Powers the shield module at the back here. And then if we come all the way around to the back, you'll see we have 4 engines in total, 2 down the center, 1 either side. They are slightly different. And then that'll be the grav drive here, I believe, and reactor this side. Taking a look right round the side of the ship now. I don't know, you could call these wings. I'm not going to, but you could if you wanted to. Some might say it's kind of a blocky bird of prey. It's not meant to be. It's just how it came about that made it look as good as it did. I've also got some rockets, 2 rockets, 1 on either side. It's not heavily defended, but then it is just a cargo vessel. So we've got a straight walk-on hab to the CS Duchess. And walk straight on in. This is a control station, believe it or not, but obviously we're basing this on a blank slate ship. So this could be...
You're fluent in over 24 verbal and body languages.
Very nice. So this could... Will you stop talking? So yeah, this could be pretty much whatever you want to make it. I mean, it's completely and utterly blank slate for you. Coming through into a all-in-one 2x2 by HopeTec. This does actually have some sleeping quarters. So this is basically going to be the crew's area completely. So yeah, you got 4 bunks, 2 bunks in there, 4 beds. So 4-man working crew. Possibly we've got the galley kitchen area. We can put some units in there. There should be a toilet here. So there's your bathroom for the deck. And then this will be sort of like all your living area, dining area, and everything else. Coming across to the opposite wing, one of the only habs that have actually got anything in there. And then we come to the cargo bay, which is obviously got to have a cargo bay because it's a cargo ship, right? So this is a 2x2, so it holds 50,000 cargo, which are shielded, by the way. And nice, 2 big nice windows to look out. Obviously you can decorate this however you want. There's plenty of room to add more boxes, crates, etc. in a decoration mode. So that's your ground floor, your initial imprint. Now it's time to head on up. And then we got 3, I believe there's 3 of them. Yep, 3 little single habs, all empty. You can line these up however you want. Weapons, workbenches, however you feel free. Now the final hab actually isn't completely empty. This is actually a storage
get my stool.
Go away. This is actually a storage unit version, hence why you've got sort of like the racking and the units here. Mostly because if you went for a blank one here, it wouldn't actually attach to the cockpit properly, and you'd have a nice big gap just here, and you would glitch through when you walk through. So I had to adjust it slightly, but as you can see, this is a brand new ship, straight from HopeTec, or at least that's the understanding from it, without any implements. This is just your bog standard empty habs. So it looks good, and then we've got the Armstrong cockpit, which kind of goes well with this theme. Alright, let's have a look at her up and top in space. Here we are. I'm just going to come us away from the planet slightly. So we're cruising around 112 on the speed. That's just bog standard out the gates. We can boost that right up. And now we're flying around at around about 230, 232, 233. Hitting the boost. Expect to see decent numbers here, hitting the high 8s. Into the 9s. Can we go any higher? 933. That's not bad for the boost. We go full steam ahead on a hard right hand turn. I expect the speed to drop more than that, only down to a 91. That's not bad at all. And an up and down, up and over. What are we going to get here? We're going to slip down to 91 as well. Righty ho. So we do have ballistics. There's 4 of those. Missiles, 2 of those. And a laser cannon for any mining. All together now. It's not bad. I believe this is A class. This is all A class as well, so it's like a A class miner.
Another perfect landing. 10 out of 10.
So here she is in the shipbuilder, 25 meters length, 25 meters width, almost a square, although you still get a sort of wing formation there as well with the habs, the way they've came out. I really like the way they've come out. It really does. I do like this ship actually. I'll admit that I really do like it. I think you could change it from a cargo ship to a more multi-purpose role task ship with some tweaks. It's not that you couldn't. You definitely could change some bits and bobs on it without making it too bulky, I think. Maybe extend it backwards a little. So if you moved all this, or possibly extended the head of the ship, so you're able to bulk out more of the central line here. When we get habs that we can flip, so if I get what I mean here. So at the moment we can't flip these. They cannot go sideways. So if you wanted to put one in sideways against here, because at the moment you put 2 there, that sticks 2 out. But if you wanted to go sideways from here to here with a double hab, you can't do that yet. But it could be coming. I mean, it's a possibility. So these little pieces here, as you can see, they are just like the end of the girders you can actually get. I get a double one of these. You can change all the positions for them, especially with the snaps, the new snaps mod you can get. And they just snap in really nice. Now, obviously, this one here is glitched in to this top piece here before the hab, so it looks like it's attached properly. But I mean, you don't have to glitch any of those in. You could adjust it to however you would like a ship like this. But I think this whole setup looks pretty nice. Now, I was going to try and round these ends off until I put the windows in, and then I had a look inside. And when I looked inside and saw the big bay windows open like that, I thought, no, because it really does make a good looking ship from the inside as well as out now. So I think it's a pretty decent ship. She's an A-powered reactor, so it is A-class. Nothing too mental on it. No C-class boosters on there at all. Top speed 150, mobility 100. Obviously you can see the speed when we did the speed test. Max crew of 6. So that's not too bad, although technically you only got the 4 bunks. So you would probably have to add some more in if you were role-playing it. Shields at 810, hull at 921, jump range of 30, mass of only 688, but with a capacity for cargo of 50,260 and 50,000 of that being shielded. Absolute beautiful little ship build. So its current value is 33,090. I spent about 80 grand making it, so it just shows you do lose quite a bit of value as soon as you make them, but that's just due to how much the parts cost. The weapons we've got, we do have a laser, which is a Dragon 221 mid-wave laser. Then we've got the Mauler 104L cannons. We have 4 of those, 1 on each wing base if you like, and 2 down the centre. And last but not least, we have 2 of the missiles, and they are the Takasuru, is that how you say that? 13K missile launchers. Again, all A-class, nothing too fancy there. Engines we're using, well, we've actually got a couple of these engines, so yeah, I mean the most predominant engine is a White Dwarf 3030 engine. With the shields, we've gone for the 60S Protector shield generator. There are better, this just seemed to fit the build. And then we've got the R400 Alpha Grav Drive. And there she is, the CS Duchess. I think it looks like a pretty nice ship, to be honest. Right, well, that's all we've got time for this evening. Until next time, don't forget to do all the YouTube usual. That's like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. And until next time, as always, this has been MattyG, and into the Starfield.
To the next level.